Radio Raheem here with the victorious Mikey Garcia. You just beat Adrien Broner at 140 pounds, the first time you fought at that weight. What was different at 140 than you've experienced at 35?
Well, he's a strong dude. He's a strong guy. He could take some punch, and he could give a punch. You know, I felt the size difference from smaller guys, but you know, I had to work off my jab, work off my range, my distance, and that was the game plan. You know, we wanted to make sure that we won every round, and we were able to execute.
It seemed early in the fight you were walking him down, even though he was the bigger man, but you weren't letting your hands go. Were you waiting? Why were you? Was your offense seeming a little stilted early?
Look, I wanted to land flush, and he was still being very careful. He was trying to counter, so I had to be very careful not to give him those opportunities to counter me. So I wasn't able to let my hands go as much as I wanted to, because he was still fresh. He still wanted to, you know, counter, but little by little I started picking up the activity, landing the jab, and then following with that right hand. Nothing completely solid at times, but just enough to keep the momentum going, keep the activity level high.
Late in the fight, he did start landing some punches, some combinations. He seemed more confident. Or did any of those shots hurt you, and was it tough to get to the end of the 12th?
No, we were in great shape. So we know he finished his fight strong. Even when he was dropped and hurt a few times by Maidana, you know, he finished the fight real strong. So we knew he was going to be ready to go 12 rounds, and we were expecting that. But none of those punches hurt me. I didn't feel the punch. He threw some hard shots at the body sometimes, but nothing to worry about, nothing to hurt me.
Do you think you have power enough at 140 to campaign here, or is it time to go back to 135?
No, I think the power is there. I felt good. But like I had always said, you know, we are fighting bigger men who are probably outweighing me night of the fight, and that's the reason why they can take a bigger punch. They can take a better punch than some of the lighter guys, but my power's still there. I felt really good.
Do you feel like this fight deserves a rematch?
I mean, I think I dominated fairly easy. I mean, if he really wanted it and the network wanted it and the fans asked for it, then maybe. But as it is right now, I think I got nothing else to prove against Adrien Broner.
At 135, after a performance like this, you think you can get Lomachenko in the ring?
Well, if they want to move up, like I said, you know, they can make that phone call. I'm ready to take on any big challenge, any big interesting fight. You know, they can just give us a phone call and we're ready.
What was the toughest thing about tonight?
You know, just keep the activity level high, because I'm not usually that kind of a fighter. But I was in great shape to do it. But it was just that adjustment. I had to keep that activity level a little higher than normal. But like I said, we had a great camp and we're ready for this.
And what was the most gratifying aspect of winning at 140 pounds against a fighter like Adrien Broner?
Well, because it was a clear victory on my end. You know, it wasn't a fight that was, you know, on the balance. You know, it could got either way. It was a clear victory. I knew I had won the majority of the rounds, except for maybe 3 or 4 rounds at the most. So I knew I had won the fight. And the rounds that I might have lost were because I kind of held back a little too much, and I knew it, but it was all right. But it was just satisfying to know that I completely dominated the fight.
Radio Raheem with Mikey Garcia. Excellent performance tonight. We can't wait to see you in the ring again.
Can I get a picture together real quick? Okay. Thank you, Mikey. Going to AB?
Press conference.
Going to AB?
Yep.
Hey, you want me to hold on to your phone?
I fucking forgot to close that gate.